Hey, everybody. I'm excited for today's podcast because it is my birthday podcast. My birthday is this week. I'm so excited. I love birthdays. I love my birthday. And it's one of the questions that I ask almost everybody. I ask, when's your birthday? And I've been asking that almost my whole life to almost everyone I meet. And I'm really good at memorizing birthdays. So I know all of the people I grew up with's birthdays from school. I can't forget them, even if I want to. All of my clients who've told me their birthday, I remember that. Birthdays just have a special meaning. And I believe that birthdays are a great way to celebrate not only getting older, but being grateful for having the ability or the opportunity rather to get older. So today's podcast episode is about staying the course. I'm going to tie it all in to my birthday week, so stick around. You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss Jakubovic.
All right, so birthdays come every single year, and it's a great time to reflect on what has happened over the past year. Where have you experienced growth? Where have you let go of things that no longer serve you? And as you look back over the last year of your life, it's a nice way to say, wow, look how far I've come. Look how far I've come. And that's what I've been doing all week. That's what this whole week is about. It's evaluating where I was even several years ago, 10 years ago, and how different I am now. Not only that I have changed, not in my personality or anything like that, but I've learned so much in that time that I've really gone deeper into things that have a lot of meaning for me that back then, they had a little bit of meaning and now they have a lot of meaning. And, I'm being a little bit vague here because I don't need to tell you my whole entire life story, but I hope that you can relate to this, that if you looked back 10 years, you could see maybe some things that interested you back then that now maybe you've dived into and you have gone really deep into that subject matter, or maybe your beliefs around that item, that thing have gotten much, much stronger, or maybe things that you just had a little bit of interest in back then have now become your passion and you've turned that into your business. But whatever it is, looking back, one of the things that I'm so proud of and so grateful for is that I'm still here. I have stayed the course. So when it comes to my business, for example, I'm still here. I have kept going all of these years. We're in our 8th year of business. And I remember when I started, I actually remember sitting at the dining room table and going, should I do this? Can I do this? I don't know. I remember when I started my health and life coaching business, I was sitting in my room, in my apartment with my 2 little boys fast asleep, speaking to someone on Facebook who was telling me about this opportunity. I was sitting on a little sofa in the corner of my room, asking millions of questions, and then just taking the leap and going for it and learning about it and then practicing it. I remember holding team meetings in my closet because there was no other place for me to go where it was quiet, and I was really struggling at that time. But I was growing a team and I was leading team meetings with, laundry behind me, just doing whatever I could to make it happen. And then I did my health and life coaching business for several years. And eventually it morphed into my marketing company that I have now, where my coaching and healing friends asked me, how did you grow your business? How did you use social media to be successful? Can you teach that to us? Can you help me do that? And I started helping them, and it just naturally progressed. And I realized I love the marketing side of things and I'm good at it. So I remember sitting at the dining room table and saying, okay, should I start a marketing agency? I mean, I don't really know that much about it, but should I just go for it? And I got the confirmation. And I said, all right, let's just do it. And I went on Canva and I started to design a logo. And that's where it all began. It was little tiny steps. It was following my intuition. It was one thing leading to another thing. And here we are 8 years later. I have a team of over 20 people. I have several coaches and healers that I've helped. We're coming up close to 1,000. And it's just an amazing journey. I can't believe it. And it's because I keep going. I've stayed the course. And now I help coaches and healers start their businesses. I help them figure out why their business that they've been in for a couple of years is just stagnant and it's plateaued, and what they're doing wrong or where they can improve so that they can really attract their dream clients and make consistent income and serve their clients from their highest good and really make an impact. And to think that that was me. That was me wondering, can I do this? I'm just going to do the best I can. I'm going to sit in my closet with clothes hanging behind me to whisper while I put my little babies to sleep, because I was a single mom then, and in an apartment trying to make the rent. And I was just going to do whatever it takes. And looking back, I'm like, I would never lead a team meeting from my linen closet now or my bedroom closet. But that's not true. Yes, I would if I had to. And I did. And that's how I got to where I am now. And it's a great metaphor for entrepreneurship. I don't even know if it's a metaphor because we're talking about entrepreneurship, but just knowing, like, staying the course in life. Now I don't have little babies that I have to put to sleep. Now I have teenagers. So I've stayed the course as a mom. You don't really have a choice in that. I guess you have a choice in that, but I would, that's a whole nother thing. Of course I'm a mom. Of course I love being a mom. Of course I'm seeing the growth of my children. I'm staying the course. And with entrepreneurship, it's the same thing. I'm staying the course. There are ups, there are downs. Even with parenting, there are ups and there are downs. With my finances throughout the last 8 years, there were ups and there were downs. And building my business is the same exact thing. Ups and downs. And so when I help these coaches and healers who are either brand new in business or have been in business but just feel stuck, I have to remind them there are ups and there are downs, but who is staying the course? I've been here 8 years. I've had clients who signed with me because I've been here consistently showing up over time. So what does that say? That says that you have to stay the course in order to build that brand loyalty. People know I will be posting. You will see my posts on Facebook. That's one thing you can guarantee. If you were to walk away from Facebook altogether, or you were to stop following me and snooze me for 30 days, and then you come back, guess what? I'm still here. I'm still posting because I'm staying the course. And that's why I was able to grow and learn and expand and scale in life, in finances, in business. And the same thing goes for you. So I had a few clients of mine who wanted to drop out of my program. And it came down mostly to overwhelm or confusion or self-doubt or just not thinking, I can do this. And that imposter syndrome came creeping in. But the thing is, you can do this, but you have to stay the course. That's why it's important to surround yourself with people who are a few steps ahead of you. That's why it's important to surround yourself with a support system, whether that's a coach who's in your corner, a mentor who can help you, or being in Facebook groups that are supportive with other entrepreneurs, or maybe having some entrepreneur friends. All of that is really important. And when we lean on our spouses or our girlfriends or our boyfriends or our family or our parents for the support that we need in entrepreneurship, especially in online business, I can pretty much guarantee you're not going to be left with the happy, warm, fuzzy feelings that you were hoping for. You're going to be left with maybe some support. Maybe you do have the support there, but they don't really get it unless they're also an online entrepreneur. Or for many of you, you don't have the support. So you might get really excited about something that happened, and then the person you're talking to is like, oh, that's great, honey. Or they're saying, all right, but how long are you going to do this before you're like, come on, let's get a real job? You don't really have the support. The best support comes from strangers on Facebook that you don't even know, who are in groups that have commonalities with you. And so when you can build a support system, it is much easier to stay the course. When you can have a coach who can tell you, hey, I tried this. It took me 8 years. Let me just show you step 1, step 2, step 3, and save you the time and trouble. Oh, I would kill to have that. I would love to have had someone say, You want to be a millionaire? Let me show you how. Come on. But I didn't have that at the beginning. And so it's really important to put yourself in positions where you can succeed so that you can stay the course. I'm not here for 8 years because I just, manifested it and I prayed to the universe. That's not why I'm here. I'm here because I didn't give up. I'm here because I stayed the course. I'm here because I consistently post on my platforms 1 to 2 times a day, every single day. Maybe, once in a while I don't feel like it. Fine. Maybe, I don't do it on a weekend once in a while. Fine. But you can better believe the next day I'm there, I'm posting. And if I'm taking a vacation or a detox from social media, I'll talk about it so that everyone knows that that's what's happening. And when I come back, I'll talk about that too. And I'll talk about what I did during that time because I'm staying the course. And those people that wanted to drop out of my program, it happens sometimes. But if you stay the course, you're the one that's going to be here still standing. And so they didn't drop out of the program. They didn't. And you know what? I'm so proud of them. Because when times are tough, the tough get going. Is that how that saying goes? When times get tough, the tough get going. I don't know, but you get the point. My first podcasts that I put out were crappy. This is episode 372. I myself can't believe that I've recorded 372 podcast episodes. People on my team who manage my podcasts also can't believe it. We're shocked by this number. It is very impressive. It's like, what? 372 episodes? What? I was part of a podcast summit last month, and the reason why they asked me to be part of the podcast summit was merely for the fact that I had this many episodes. Because what it does is it shows she's in it. She's staying the course. My first podcast episodes were actually live videos that I did. I didn't know what I was doing. I turned those live videos into audio files and created a podcast. And eventually, I learned along the way. You may have seen a year ago or so, my podcast images improved because I learned along the way. At first, I was doing them myself, and I'm not a designer. Now, as we've grown, we have a designer, so it looks a lot better. But I didn't need to have a designer before I started. I had nothing. Episode 2 of my podcast is me driving with headphones in my ears, talking with my phone, recording me on a live video vertically, talking about a client call I had. And it's actually about documenting the process, which is exactly what I did at the beginning. I didn't know what I was doing, so I was just talking about what I was doing. You have to start somewhere. You start somewhere and then you just keep on going. Marketing works as long as you keep doing it. You have to play for the long game. And you learn along the way. And then you change things that don't work and you fix things to make them better. And look where we are now, 372 episodes, celebrating a very big milestone birthday. And it's exciting. And lots of opportunities have come up recently because of how many episodes I have. Just like when clients come to me and say, you know what, I've been following you for 5 years and you're still here showing up. I need to learn a thing or two about that consistency, about that staying the course. I'd like to hire you. And it's what goes to show my podcast episodes are growing and growing. And even before this, I had a health and life coaching podcast back in the day when I was doing health and life coaching. I actually took it down from Apple and now, sell it on the side as recordings. But even then, at the very beginning, before podcasting was a very popular trending thing, we were one of the first podcasts. And we had hundreds of episodes as well, not as many as this, but we just kept on going and kept on going. Every time I did a live, I turned it into an audio file. And you know how I recorded those first podcast episodes? I would sit in my car with the air condition off. The car was off. The doors were closed. I live in Atlanta. It was the summer, so you can imagine sweltering heat inside the car. And I recorded the audio on my phone in the voice memo app. And the reason why I did it with the windows closed and the air conditioner off is because I needed a soundproof room. And that was my soundproof room in the car. So I would sit there sweating like crazy, talking into my cell phone, download the MP3, upload it into a platform that produces podcasts, and that was it. I got someone to do a voiceover for me, and that's it. So if you can fumble your way through, you're on the right track. If you can stay the course, you're going to be successful. So when things get hard, remember to keep on going. Remember that my second podcast episode was just a live video in the car of me talking about a client. And if you look at the difference between then and now, you will see a lot has changed. A lot has changed in my life. A lot has changed in my business. A lot has changed with my niche. A lot has changed with the programs that I offer. And it's because I'm still here. So if you are struggling, don't give up. Keep going. Surround yourself with people that will push you further. Maybe coaches that can get you a few steps ahead. And really drive into why you are doing this, the passion that you have behind it, the impact that you'd like to provide, and don't give up. All right, happy birthday to me. I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. And actually, I have a kit that I want to share with you. It's actually not just one kit. It's a bundle of 4 kits. It's called Building Your Business Bundle. In the Building Your Business Bundle, what you're going to get are the 4 kits that I have that are really going to help you start your business or hone in on why your business isn't working to get you to that next level. These are the 4 kits that I wish someone handed to me on day 1. It would have saved me 5 years, and I'm not even over exaggerating. So what you're going to get in this bundle is my market research like a boss, which is really important. Mixed with that, niching down to rise up, the art of increasing your income by helping less people. So we're going to market research with our people. We're going to find out what that niche really is. Then kit number 3, creating a signature program that sells, because you only need one signature program until you get to the $250,000 mark in your business. And then the 4th kit is packaging and pricing, the alignment of knowing what to offer and for how much. And these 4 kits, I've bundled them together for my birthday. You can grab them for just $37. There's thousands of dollars of value in here. And you can grab that at learn.abundantstrategy.com and then just search for the Building Your Business Bundle. All right, good luck to all of you and have a wonderful week.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Oh, wait, before you go, I've got a special invitation for you, so listen up. Join thousands of spiritual women, entrepreneurs, coaches, healers, and business owners in a cozy community to learn effective and aligned strategies to grow and scale your business through organic marketing and so much more. I'm inviting you to join my free community called the Spiritual Women Entrepreneurs to lift one another up in business, spirituality, finances, and emotional support. Visit spiritualwomenentrepreneurs.com. See you on the inside.